Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 233, and my name is Jay Serpling. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com. Remember the dash to save the cash, as well as BuyandSellDVC.com.
And today is July 23rd, 2025. So your 11-month window is going to be June 23rd, 2026. 7-month window is February 23rd, 2026. We're going to start on the buy and sell side of things.
Switch it up a little bit.
So, back when you were little, everyone talks real estate. What do they say? They say location, 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 right?
Yep.
And I feel like when DVC started, and if you fast forward to the early 2000s, before Saratoga was built, people would say, that's what they would say about DVC. They would say location, location, location. I need to be close to Epcot. I need to be close at the time to MGM. So I need to own at Epcot. I need to own at Boardwalk. I need to own at Beach Club. I need to own at Boardwalk. I need those locations. So, all of a sudden, you had a big spread between if you want to buy points at Old Key West, you want to buy points at Beach Club, you want to buy points at Boardwalk, Beach Club at a much more higher price per point. But now we're up to 2025, and I feel like it's not so much location anymore. There's so many other factors that go into ownership that, you have to look at when does the program end, because 2042 seems very close to a lot of people, especially, if you're buying this and you have a 2-year-old, and you're looking at a resort that expires in 2042, you're thinking, my son or daughter is only going to be 19 at that point. It's not that far off. So you have to, so location, what I'm trying to say is location may not be the number one factor when you choose your Disney Vacation Club ownership, because you have to look at the end date, the annual dues, what choices there are for how you travel, because again, not every resort has the same number of villas. If you like a 2-bedroom or if you like a 3-bedroom, not everything's the same. You really want to look at all the factors when you're considering ownership, not just where the resort's located. So I just wanted to touch on that. Plus, I feel like when it comes to general real estate, even location, especially in Florida, location's not always the number one factor, because if you have a home over here that's in a great location, but it's maybe built in 2004, and then you have another house over here that is not in as good a location here, but it was built in 2022 with better, hurricane standards, things like that, then all of a sudden that plays a factor. So, I don't know how popular the location is in 2025, but
especially in Florida, location. You sit there and you go, anybody would want to be on the water, beautiful house overlooking the water. This is Florida, that's a really big risk in Florida. So it's location. I feel like is not one that really works with Florida too well. It might be one of the main exceptions.
Plus, you just mentioned risk. Property taxes, property insurance, all of a sudden, the cost to own that home is skyrocketed because of those two costs. So yeah, that is very true. Like you say, oh, I want to be here, but then you realize what the price is going to be on that, and it changes everything. And now we're on to the food review of the week.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
I'm going to switch it up here and be at SeaWorld again. We're at the chocolate chip cookie at the Seafire Grill this time. I had to move some stuff around. So they had the chocolate chip cookie for $6.99. It was a pretty decent sized cookie, but looked rather basic. And again, this is something that's pretty much available at any of their restaurants, which is really sad. So, this was, again, a basic cookie. There's no big chips in it or like sea salt, or it looks like one of those like archway cookies that you get out of a packet. but larger. And that said, this cookie was actually pretty good. I think this is actually the best dessert that we tried so far. It's probably not worth $6.99, but of all the stuff we've had, this was the best. I would never get this again. You know, for $7 for this cookie, wouldn't get it again, but pleasantly surprised after. And then honestly, this was the last dessert that we had out of any of these places. So we were expecting it to be terrible, just like most of the other stuff, but it was soft, sugar levels were correct, which is, I put here, which is more than I can say about some of their other desserts. Overall, 7.3, decent cookie, best thing they've had there, but again, wouldn't get this again. $7 for just a basic cookie, not really worth it.
And now we're on to the DVC-Rental side of things.
So I just want to mention here that we record earlier in advance sometimes, and
Shh, don't give away our secrets.
after this focus, when this goes live, I will hopefully have returned from a 3-week European vacation. We'll have flown into, I'll give you a little itinerary thing. We'll have flown into Rome, spent 3 days there. I absolutely loved Rome the last time I was there. Then we're hopping on the Celebrity Constellation cruise for 10 nights. We'll be stopping in La Spezia, Portofino, Naples, Messina, which is Sicily, Brindisi, Kotor, Montenegro, and then taking a 2.5-hour bus ride to Venice, doing 2 nights in Venice before we fly into London, do 3 nights in London, and then come back home. So again, if you're interested in booking a European cruise or trip, we could gladly help you out with that as well, because we're a lot more familiar with this stuff. I'm looking forward to obviously posting some more details once I get back. But right now, this is going out before I get a chance to go. So I figured I'd just do like a little teaser for it, mention where we're going to be going, and hoping that there's no issues that pop up, but I actually am able to actually make this cruise.
And your kids, again, are 17?
17 and 14.
Okay. And they enjoy this? Like, I mean, I'm just asking. I'm being, because I would say my kids are 15 and 13, and my kids would they would probably be doing too much complaining. So but I mean, I feel like your kids are much more mature than my kids because.
Yeah, they enjoy this. The main issue is that both of them have girlfriends now, so we'll see how being away from them for 3 weeks, you know, how happy they are after the cruise. But honestly, what we're doing is that we have Verizon, and you pay $100 and you get a whole month of international calls and stuff, and internet and such. So they'll be able to text them and call them and stuff.
This reminds me of the European vacation with Chevy Chase and his daughter and the boyfriend.
I need to make sure they're able to stay in touch, because otherwise they will freak out and get mad and everything. So it's like, all right, for $100, it's definitely worth it. Let them be able to go on the internet. Let them be able to text them, call them, whatever they want. You know, snap pictures to them and such. So we'll see how this goes. But they're both really looking forward to this.
Because this is like a mature type, like you're going. And like your excursions are not like going to the beach to play volleyball. This is like touring a city and taking in the sights and.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of that. My oldest son's mostly looking forward to this because the last time we did a very, very similar style cruise 2 years ago, I know you remember, and my son was sick during the cruise. That's before he was like diagnosed with anything, but he was just felt horrible during it, and like sometimes couldn't keep the food. In Italy, the food was fantastic. And like he couldn't eat because he felt so sick, or sometimes he would vomit after eating. So he's looking forward to this. This is almost like a redo trip for him. He's like, last time I went there, I didn't know what was going on with my body. I was sick. I didn't enjoy it. So he's really looking forward to getting like a redo.
And then, but again, just because I have not experienced, I've only done the Caribbean cruises. So is this the same type deal where like excursions, you meet somewhere like 10 a.m. Like, did you do all your excursions like through the ship, or have you some outside?
No, some outside excursions as well. I'd say 50-50. It is probably about 50-50 with the excursions. And then we've got.
Are you tendered at any place, or is it all?
2 of them are tendered ports.
Okay.
2 of them are tendered. Plus also, again, with doing Venice and doing London, we're actually going to be doing some excursions or tours. They're not really, at that point, they're not through the boat, so they're just regular tours. So we're doing some tours in each of those cities as well. And those are obviously booked outside a ship because those are nothing to do with it. So overall, we have more outside excursions, tours booked than through Celebrity. But really looking forward to this.
And is there a certain excursion?
Really hoping there's no problems.
Excursion you're looking to the most, or
not? My wife's asked me about this too. I don't really know. It's like I've done, like we've done Naples and Sicily before, but we're going to do different places. Looking forward to La Spezia, which we're actually going to take a private van over to Cinque Terre, which is it's 5 different villages on the water, like they're built up in the rocks. Like you see pictures. Have you seen the movie Luca from Disney?
no?
It's like these beautiful cliffs with like these beautiful colored houses like built up into the cliff, like overlooking the water. That's a lot of times that's Cinque Terre. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I haven't been to Croatia or Montenegro yet, but I'm really looking forward to going to Croatia. That should be a lot of fun as well. But I mean, I'm looking forward to the food in Italy again. And haven't done London.
So you guys do the wine? Any wine tasting?
No, I'm not a big drinker. My wife does not drink at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I went somewhere and they had like a wine taster, did something like I wouldn't mind trying some of the Italian wines. And I've seen videos that a lot of times you go in the store and the wine is actually cheaper to get than Coke. Like it's like a 2 liter of Coke is about €2, and a thing of wine is €2 as well. So it's like it's just the same price to drink nice Italian wine than it is to get Coca-Cola. So I'm just looking forward to it. Looking forward to gelato.
Sorry, what's the size of the ship?
Medium-sized ship. I believe it hosts about 2,800 passengers and plus staff. I mean, like I was on the Wonder, it's almost like 8,000. So this is a much, much smaller ship than like the Wonder. So it's like a medium-sized ship.
Gotcha.
I did Celebrity once before, and they were pretty decent. So looking forward to trying them out again.
Nice.
Yeah, so looking forward to this. Just hoping.
Sounds
honestly, this is a little bit in advance. I'm just hoping nothing silly pops up in the next couple weeks or so to make sure that I don't get something bad happen and ruin my trip. Which is why you always need to get travel insurance as well.
Yeah, I mean, this feels like what they call a touch the money spot, but you're rolling the dice there.
Yep. Looking forward to it. Nervous about it. We'll see. Plus, it's a lot of flying as well. So we'll see how it goes. We've done it before. I'll do it again. I mean, I was thrilled to get back to Italy. I loved it last time. So looking forward to it again.
All right, that sounds exciting, and we'll hear about it on the next time we are coming to you.
I'll let you know how it compares to the Italy Pavilion at Epcot.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.